Hello guys, my name is Santiago Cherry and welcome to my PowerPoint on viral virus. Have you ever wanted to know what it's like to be inside a computer screen, being able to destroy and explore the internet firsthand? Well, viral virus has the remedy of fast-paced action you're looking for. Viral virus is an environmental 2D puzzler in which the player must go through various levels which involve parkour, pattern recognition, and avoidance combat. The theme will take place inside a computer desktop. Most of the gameplay will take place in a website on the internet browser, which can be search engines, online stores, or even dark websites. The diagram shows an example of the main mechanic in the game. He can open one of the bookmark links and crawl into it to travel to another website. The main action the player can do is break anything and use everything as a weapon. He always has a magic brush that he uses to create alternate paths or even a barricade from enemies. The main goal is for the stickman to return to his proper program, which is on the draw pad, used by the animators. The sub-goals are trying not to get caught by the lethal virus, being chased by the player trying to erase him, and collecting all the coins scattered around the levels for a high score at the end of the game. The player can get out of a website until he reaches the end of it and exiting out of it by clicking the X in the top right corner. Also, the player's second action, the magic brush, could only be used once a level to avoid the player breezing through the levels. Another rule is that the virus will always chase the player down, but only until the player can exit the level, unless there is a boss fight and it says otherwise. The antagonizing force is the virus. The virus tracks the player down and can come at any point on the level due to the virus being part of the world you're playing in. There are many different sizes to the virus. The bigger they are, the harder they are to take down, and same goes for the color. The darker the foe, the tougher they are. They use 8-bit cannons to shoot the player or just charge at the player head on. The player has many meaningful decisions throughout the levels, such as divided paths, alternate paths, and the secret areas with hidden collectibles. The player can also choose how they want to accomplish these goals. The collectibles the player can find give the extra use of a magical brush. Every new collectible is a new brush to use. The two most comparable games to my game would be Stick Fighter and Dead Rising. Stick Fighter's 2D fight scene showed the best representation of what a level of enemies would look like with hand-to-hand combat. Dead Rising has a similar weapon mechanic where the player can choose anything from cleaning supplies to a car to killing enemies. The player in the diagram is shown fighting a boss. The health of the player will appear once they enter a boss fight alongside with the boss's health. The boss can summon other virus foes to aid him in this fight, and it's up to the player to overcome this obstacle. The player is shown ripping the search bar in half to use it as a weapon. This shows the game's main mechanic. The player can also use the defeated viruses to throw at the boss and cause greater damage than a hand-to-hand combat. Once the boss is defeated, the player will be able to leave the internet browser and go back to his program, since the virus isn't holding him captive in the browser anymore. The two major risks that I'm seeing with this project are balancing the interaction with the objects, such as what they need to do and how the world will be interactable. All objects in the game can be used as a weapon, therefore they each need their own damage values and animations for when they break. The world being interactable is going to be hard to implement, so both of these can be mitigated by lots of playtests to make sure that everything is working as it should. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed.